Hello everyone, greetings. Welcome back to my channel. So I know that millions of Social Security and federal program beneficiaries received their $1,400 third stimulus checks today through direct deposit. Congratulations to all of you if that was the case. Sadly, there is still a very large amount of Americans that receive SSI, SSDI, VA, RRB, and survivors benefits that still have not received their third stimulus payment. It's just terrible that there are still so many Americans waiting for their stimulus money. But remember everyone, I will always be here to help guide you through all of this mess. So in today's video, I will be discussing the possible reasons why you have not received your $1,400 check yet. The first possible reason why you may not have gotten your stimulus check is that the IRS has not processed your payment. I am sure many of you are like, what? Wasn't the IRS supposed to send out stimulus checks to all Social Security and other federal program beneficiaries by April 7th? Yes. The IRS and U.S. Treasury Department did announce last week that Social Security recipients and other federal program beneficiaries who do not normally file a tax return can expect their stimulus payments on April 7th. However, we all know that the Internal Revenue Service has not been very transparent with the American people. According to the Internal Revenue Service, more than 25 million Americans received their $1,400 third stimulus payment today. The IRS says the majority of these payments will be electronic and will arrive in the form of direct deposits and payments to existing Direct Express cards. So now we are currently on the fourth batch of stimulus checks. The IRS will definitely be sending out more batches of stimulus checks very soon. So please do not worry if you haven't received your stimulus check this week. Some of you have shared that the IRS Get My Payment tool is stating if you get this message, either we have not processed your payment or you are not eligible for a payment. So please everyone, please make sure that you are eligible to receive a third stimulus payment. The eligibility requirements have changed from the last two rounds of payments. So please pay attention to the new numbers to make sure that you qualify this time around. I am sure that the majority of you do qualify for a third stimulus check. So now if the message you get from the Get My Payment tool says, need more information, then your payment may have been returned to the Internal Revenue Service because it was unable to be delivered. There are not many people that have received this error message. In this case only, people who get this message can use my Get My Payment to enter their correct bank account information. Please do let me know in the comments below what type of message you are seeing when you check the IRS Get My Payment tool. Also everyone, please know that the Internal Revenue Service only updates the Get My Payment tool information once per day, and that's typically overnight. So there is no reason to refresh the tool multiple times a day. There are many of you who are very concerned about how you will receive your third stimulus check. The IRS says if it has direct deposit information on file for you, that's exactly how you'll receive your third stimulus payment. However, even if the IRS has a current bank account on file, you may still not receive your stimulus payment as a direct deposit. I guess due to the pressure of tax season, if the direct deposit returns an error, your stimulus payment will be sent as a paper check or an economic impact payment debit card. Most of you have your direct deposit information on file for the IRS. But you will not know whether you receive a paper check or debit card through the mail, as a Get My Payment tool would only say that your payment has been mailed. Unfortunately, for those of you receiving your check through the USPS mail, you may have to wait a little longer than others to actually get your check in the mailbox. The United States Postal Service is definitely experiencing delivery delays right now. If the Get My Payment tool says that your payment has been mailed, please make sure to check your mail regularly. The other possible reason why you may not have received your check is that the IRS does not have your latest address on file. There are about 16 million Americans who have temporarily moved during the pandemic. And unfortunately, even if you have filed your taxes early this year, the IRS may not have processed your 2020 tax return and new mailing address. So according to the Washington Post, about 6.7 million tax returns are stuck in a backlog waiting to be processed. If the Internal Revenue Service already sent your payments to an old address, sadly, you'll have to wait until it's returned to the IRS and see if you can update your information via Get My Payment. It is very frustrating and upsetting to hear that millions of Americans are still waiting for their stimulus payments. The Internal Revenue Service needs to get all of these checks out ASAP.
What I proposed, how to do it. We're going to raise the corporate tax rate. It was 35% for the longest time. which was too high. Barack and I thought it was too high during our administration. We all agreed 5 years ago that it should come down somewhat. But the previous administration reduced it all the way down to 21%. What I'm proposing is that we meet in the middle, 28%. 28% would still have lower corporate rates than any time between war and 2017. And will generate over $1 trillion in taxes over 15 years. New independent study put out last week found that at least 55 of our largest corporations use the various loopholes to pay zero federal income tax in 2020. It's just not fair. It's not fair to the rest of the American taxpayers. We're going to try to put an end to this. Not fleece them. 28%. If you're a mom and dad, a cop, firefighter, police officer, etc., you're paying close to that in your income tax. I've also proposed a global minimum tax, which is being proposed around the world for U.S. corporations at 21%. Let me tell you what that means. It means that companies aren't going to be able to hide their income in places like the Cayman Islands and Bermuda, in tax havens. We're going to also eliminate deductions used by corporations for offshoring jobs and shifting assets overseas. They offshore the jobs, shift the assets overseas, and then don't have to pay taxes on all they make there. And we'll significantly ramp up IRS enforcement against corporations and the super wealthy who either fail to report their income or underreport it. Estimated that would raise tens of billions of dollars. It adds up to more than what I proposed in just 15 years. It's honest, it's fair, it's fiscally responsible, and it pays for what we need and reduces the debt over the long haul. And by the way, I didn't hear any of our friends who are criticizing this plan say that the corporate tax cut, which had $1.9 trillion in debt, wasn't paid for, the vast majority of which went to the top 1% of the wage earners. I didn't hear anybody hollering in this recovery, the so-called, before I became president, this K-shaped recovery.
Please leave any questions or comments that you may have in the comment section below. So that is the end of the video for now. I really hope you found this video helpful. Please make sure to enter the $50 Amazon gift card giveaway, which is scheduled for this Friday evening. All you'll need to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment below. Thank you and have a very, very blessed day.